What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today, well, apparently it's the reign of the support characters, because we've had physical for quite a while, we have tech now, and now we've got intel. So it was literally just announced today. I want to say about 3.5 hours ago or so, give or take, here Japan time. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at the Dokkan Twitter page. We're gonna take a look at the new Gohan, Kid Gohan, and Vegeta, Scouter Vegeta. We're going old school here. We're going old school, and actually they work out pretty well, not just because of what they can do for their passive, but their links actually do link up with quite a decent amount of the characters that you would run on a hero or villain intel team. So let's go into their cards. I'm going to translate them for you. Then we're going to see a video actually of a super, because I'm assuming Gohan's just the same, but Vegeta gets a new super, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to look at some teams, because I do have both the Gogeta and the Kid Buu, and we can kind of look at them. So first off, let's go over to the Twitter, and we're going to go look at Kid Gohan here first, okay? So, again, just make sure this doesn't go all wonky on me. Okay, so Kid Gohan here. All those Kid Gohans that we've summoned, we all, let's face it, we use it for train hours or Bob Boys. But hey, from now on, if you happen to get a Kid Gohan, hold on to him. You can throw him into the super attack for this one. Pretty nice. Eventually, you'll get him up to SA10, no problem. So you don't have to worry about, reversing him or anything like that. Just get him up to an SSR equivalent from his SR form, and then I think there's like 2 or 3 of them, so you can do that, and then you can throw him right into this guy. Okay, so his super attack, I believe, is the Masenko Hot, is the Ki Blast, or some kind of variant of it. Nonetheless, that's all he is. His leader skill is all super intel types, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense of 50%. If you have Gogeta, though, you're not going to be running this guy as your leader, or heck, even if you have Buhan, you're not going to be running this guy as your leader. But nonetheless, so he's not bad. He does stack his attack for 6 turns right down here, if you notice down here. Roku Tan Ataku o Ijo. Okay, so it goes up by 6, for 6 turns, which is pretty nice, especially with the way that these passive super attacks work with, raising attack, raising defense, and they go for a certain amount of turns, which is pretty nice. Then, the passive for him is just like all the other ones for physical and for tech. Intel, Ki plus 3 for the passive, and Super Intel, attack and defense of 40%. This guy is a staple on an Intel team. You want to put him on here no matter what. Best support here. Unfortunately, this does kind of knock Whis by the wayside a bit, unless you want to put him on there. You want a little bit more support depending on how you want to run your team, though. Whis by no means is a bad card. He's a great card. I'm going to say that again. Okay, rewind. Whis is still a great card, but if you are one of those people that maybe only run one support unit, or you happen to have every single Intel card, and I'm talking and LR Gohan, you might not run this Whis, unfortunately, in the game. So, but yeah. And by the way, when I said this Whis, I meant the Whis I was simply talking about, not the fact that I'm looking at a Whis and mistaking it for Gohan. You get the idea, okay? So anyway, so that is going to be his passive skill, and then his link skill is pretty good. He's got Prepare for Battle. He's got some good sand links. He's got that Piccolo and Gohan link, which gives +2 Ki, and I'll get into that in a little bit about how that can work with LR Gohan or LR Piccolo, and how you might actually want to keep him on your team. Because of the way that the LR cards work, and the fact that Intel has both LR Gohan and Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, who rely on nuking and getting as many orbs as possible. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit, as to why I might run someone that maybe a lot of you might not, but preferably why I like to. So yeah. But anyway, so and there's nothing for raising the super attack to 10, except of course he does more damage on a super attack than at SA1. But yeah, so that's pretty much what Gohan is. Now we're going to go on to Vegeta here. Okay, it's the Scouter Vegeta. Now I am 90% sure I will take a look at my Super Strike Vegeta, but I think the Super Strike Vegeta might be able to be used on this guy to raise his super attack. I'm not 100% on that. I will check my Super Strike Vegeta again, like I said, in a second here when we go back into the game. But yeah, so this Vegeta here, he's literally the opposite of the Int Gohan. He is all for extreme leader skill, although he does have a rare chance to stun, except for stacking his attack for 6 turns. So that is not bad at all. Intel, Ki plus 3 again for the passive. Extreme attack and defense up by 40%, which is amazing. He's got big bad bosses. He's got a couple of little links that work well with the majority of the int types. He doesn't work with Buhan, or I mean, aside from big bad bosses, doesn't work with Buhan and Kid Buu for some of them. But like, he will linking well with Janemba. He'll be linking with the Android 17, the Int one, which is a pretty good card to have on there. And I think with the Int Cooler as well. So they're not huge. I mean, one of them's like 10%. One of them's another 700 attack up. So it's not huge, but it does add up. I mean, with 120% from Kid Buu, 40% from Vegeta, big bad bosses if it happens to be activated, and these extra little links, it does add up, which is pretty nice. So by all means, it is pretty good. And yeah, so that's pretty much all that Vegeta does. Again, he's just like Gohan, so he's going to be really amazing. Hopefully I can pull him. I was going to be going for Tech again, but I'm not sure if I really want... I don't even know if I'm going to be going for the extreme Tech guy, whoever it happens to be. And I'm doing a video later on who I think the Super or the Super Physical and the Extreme Tech could be, or who I would like it to be. So I'll do a separate video on that. Don't worry about that. Probably in the next couple of days. Unless, of course, it's announced, then... You know, hard to say. But yeah, so that is pretty much what they're going to do. Now we're going to go take a look at Vegeta's super attack here, because it is actually kind of nice. I like the little extra detail they put into it. So go ahead and check it out real quick. By no means is it, you know, like, ooh, flashy, but hey, I like the little details and everything. So, and they are running a double Gohan team here, so they are not running, you know, Kid Buu as a leader or anything like that. So I think that's... Is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta down there? I can't really tell. But anyway, yeah, so go ahead and check it out. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that art. I like that super attack. It is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. All we need now is a Vegeta just crushing his scatter going. It's over 9,000. Give me that card, Van Dyke. Give me that card. That'd be amazing to have. So yeah. So anyway, so there is all the card information. So let's go back into the game. So first off, let's go first check out that Vegeta, that Super Strike Vegeta. Let's see. We want all you. Actually, here, you know, we'll just do this. We'll do extreme. Oh, wait. I said. Oh, I hit physical for some reason. Let's see here. Maybe this Vegeta, it's because you're going by the name. You don't go by, like, you know, like the kanji above it that says, like, you know, like the mighty prince, or, you know, the fearless warrior, whatever it's called. You go by the name right here, and this just simply says Vegeta, or obviously Vegeta. So I think the Super Strike card can go in to this new Intel one. So that's pretty nice. He's got a farmable super. Gohan kind of does, but you have to summon for him. Although you could get lucky technically on the friend summons. I have summoned that Kid Gohan, the physical one, where he's like, you know, charging at it with the holding the ball of energy like this. That can technically come from a friend summon, so I don't know. Nitpick if you want, I guess, but yeah, nonetheless. All right, so first off, let's go into some potential teams here. We'll go with extreme or super Intel, because I've already got the team up. So let's go with optimal, maybe what I will run, and then maybe a little less, okay? Because obviously I don't have LR Gohan. That is all Rhyme style. You can check that video out if you want to and see my misery and pain. So nothing against Rhyme style though. But anyway, so what would be like the best optimal team you could possibly run? A combination of defense, really hard hitters, you know, all that stuff, and support and everything, okay? First off, I'd be saying, pretty much actually what I have, I'd just be switching out two guys basically. I'd have Gogeta there in the top left, I'd have LR Gohan on the right, Vegeta right where he is, Trunks right where he is, Goku I would switch out for the LR Gohan obviously, and in the Goku Jr. I would run with the Kid Gohan that was just announced, because he'd obviously be supplying that additional attack and defense up 40% and all that stuff. Now, some of you might be wondering, why are you running Piccolo? Piccolo, yes, is the defensive character, and he does raise everyone else's defense, which is nice if you're trying to be, maybe if you don't want to take as much damage sometimes on an event, or if you're trying to challenge yourself sometimes. But why not throw in someone like Whis who can provide that key, and he provides that additional attack, which is really nice. Well, the reason I say to keep LR Piccolo in there, and of course, this could be very debatable, it all depends again on what cards you have and everything, but the reason I think that keeping LR Piccolo in there is pretty nice is the fact that if you happen to be running, let's say, Gogeta and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue on one rotation. Okay, hear me out on this for a second. And then on the second rotation, you've got LR Gohan and, say, either Piccolo or Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, whichever one you want to give, okay? But nonetheless, at some rotation, you are going to get LR Gohan, LR Piccolo, and then either Super Saiyan Rage Trunks for the orbs, or you're going to have that Kid Gohan to provide that extra attack and defense. Now, Gohan and Piccolo share a lot of links together, especially with Ki, and not to mention the Kid Gohan. So if you have LR Gohan and LR Piccolo linked together, okay, they are automatically getting +2 Ki because of the links they have, and I think they get another +2 links or something like that. I think it's for Z Warrior or something like that. Let me check it out real quick. Let's see. That is attack and defense up. That is, oh, shocking speed. Duh, they get shocking speed. Okay, so they already get +4 Ki. Okay, so they only need 2 more Ki. Then you add on the Kid Gohan's link, okay? That is +3 Ki right there to them. So both of them are already at 13 on their Ki gauge out of 24 because they are both LRs. you can give all the you can give all the orbs that may be left over from Super Saiyan Rage Trunks from the turn before or something like that to really increase LR Gohan's attack. And then Piccolo, he doesn't need that much already. He only needs 5 ki to even hit his level 2 super. Now, of course, LR Piccolo is not meant to be doing massive damage. That's not what he's there for, but at SA20, he actually does hit pretty hard. I've got him up at SA20 finally without any old guys. That took a long time. But yeah, he's not a bad character to have. Again, you can switch out if you don't have him or maybe you don't prefer to run him, but that is personally what I like to see. Again, let me know down in the comments below though what you think. In the end, it is up to you. What I like to run, you might not like to run, or what others might not, or what you might call perfect 100% option or optimal and everything like that. But in the end, who cares? You're the one playing the game. You have to do it. So yeah. So that would be like my personal thought of an optimal team. What will I be running? Well, I don't have LR Gohan yet. So I would actually be running the Kid Gohan in place of the Goku Jr. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why am I taking out a full-powered Goku Jr. and not taking out the Goku Super Saiyan that I have right there? 2 reasons. 1, he helps with the orbs a lot. 2, he's actually really reliable for me for some reason. I don't know if it's just pure luck or I don't know. I just love having him. Plus he's maxed out, at least for SA reasons. And he's getting a Dokkan Awaken. And we don't know if he's going to be getting the Rebirth or if he's going to be getting the Fierce Battle. Either way, even if he gets that Rebirth link of only ki +2, which isn't really helping, Goku Jr. has that same thing. But he does help with the orbs, especially with the team I have to currently run because I don't have LR Gohan. You know, it does help with giving those orbs to Trunks. It helps with Piccolo. It helps with whatever else I want to do. It opens up more spaces, especially because of Trunks. Trunks only affects strength ones, and there have definitely been turns where I don't have a lot of strength orbs out on the field to my advantage. But Goku affects agility, so having those guys, even if it's every 3rd rotation or every random rotation or however I happen to use that team for a certain event, it works out a lot in my favor. So I actually like having that. So that's just my personal preference though. I'll have to play around a little bit. Maybe I do use Goku Jr. over the Goku. Who knows? I'll just have to test some things out. Again, that Goku Jr. amazing card. Just personally for me, I'm going to try that out and I'll get back to you guys exactly what works. That is, of course, if I pull the Gohan. You saw my luck with the TN in the cell. Nothing. What was that? 5 multi-summons right there, or 6 or something like that? Nothing. Zada. Yeah, Int, be a little nicer to me, please. I'm begging you. Come on. The amount of stones I put into you? Come on. Hook a brother up. But yeah, anyway. So, that was what, that's what I would personally be running. If you maybe don't have Super Saiyan Rage Trunks or you don't have Super or Vegeta Blue, then you can definitely keep Goku Jr. in there. You can have Whis, so maybe you do like Gogeta, LR Piccolo. I find like a lot of people have at least his TUR stage at least, so those 2 would be good because LR Piccolo, again, and another reason why I actually kept him in the optimal team is because he does activate that 10% bonus link with Gogeta and actually Vegeta Blue. So that is pretty nice to have right there. So that is actually why I kept him in on my, what I would call optimal team. So, so maybe you have him at TUR, LR Piccolo. You've got Gogeta. Maybe you've got Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. He's been in a lot of banners. I've seen a lot of people pull him actually. Then you can put in Goku Jr. there because he had maxed him out because of the event that was given to him. Then maybe you have Whis, and then you have that Gohan. Great setup right there. Powerful team, no matter what. They're going to be doing some damage. So again, you know, it all depends on the cards you have. But those are my thoughts on a Super Int team. So now let's go into a Int Extreme team. And you're wondering why I have this. This would be my personal optimal setup for a physical super team. I don't have the Gohan, unfortunately. He might replace Goku God there, or he might replace the Great Saiyaman Super Saiyan 2. Again, I'm going to have to play around a lot with that. I want that Z-Sword Gohan to be coming back, so then I can be testing this all out. But yeah, I'll be doing a video, again, like I said, on who I think the super physical and the extreme tech will be, or who I'd want them to be at least. But this right here, this isn't a bad team by any means. If you happen to have a similar team, by all means. I don't have a Raleigh, unfortunately. I went for her, tried, couldn't get it. So Gotenks is going to be my backup, but he's he's attack up 100% on the super, and I've got a couple dupes in him. I just need to, you know, obviously get more orbs. So anyway, so if I wanted to go in here and if I wanted to do a int team, this would be my team. So obviously Kid Buu, Gohan, Janemba. This Super 17, this 17 is actually really, really good. So I like using him quite a bit. Plus he links quite a bit with Janemba, with Gohan, and with the new Vegeta coming out. So I'm gonna throw in King Vegeta to represent the Vegeta that will, be in the game, or will be coming eventually. Now, there are 3 people then that you might want to throw, depending on your playstyle, depending on maybe who you have and everything, of course. But the 3 then kind of, I guess, people who would slide in there until maybe you get someone who does all 3, which I highly doubt, is either going to be Turles, Cooler, if you have him awakened, that is, and unfortunately that takes the Battlefield medals, or the Android 13, again, which takes the Battlefield medals, but the Android 13's passive doesn't really change, and he already changes the field, which is really nice, so you don't really need him awakened or anything like that, okay? So, why Turles, or why Cooler, or why Android 13? Android 13, he changes the field, which is really nice to really help out Gohan, or to provide that lack of key links that Kid Buu does not have. Why Turles? He gives +3 key and attack up 20%, and he has big bad bosses. Why Cooler? He's got Fear and Faith, he gives +3 key to extreme types when he's awakened, and he gives attack up 30%, which is really nice to everybody. So again, it depends on what you want to run. I might run either Turles or Cooler. Android 13, I like running sometimes because of the pass that he creates with the orbs. Again, though, I don't know if he's really necessary. I might run Turles just because of that Big Bad Bosses link, which is really helpful. Extra 25% attack, that is a lot right there. Or I might run, the Cooler. Maybe that Big Bad Bosses isn't making as much difference, or I have Big Bad Bosses activated all the time, at least through Kid Buu and like either Janemba or Gohan or whatever, and it's not really needed because it's already linked. If I have it linked with one person, giving Big Bad Bosses to Turles just for himself doesn't really do much. He can hit decently, but he's not the hard hitter of your team or anything like that. So I've already got it activated through those guys. So that's just my personal thoughts. Again, testing will be needed and everything. Some people are easily going to defend Android 13. Others will easily defend Turles. It all depends, again, on what you have. So that would be my idea for a team right there. So yeah. So anyway, guys, again, sorry the video ran a little long, but nonetheless, that is kind of an optimal team right there. That's for those guys. So I can't wait for the int banner to come out. I'm not going for the tech anymore. Again, I'm not really going to be going for the extreme tech. If I had more stones, then maybe I would, but unfortunately, I need to save my stones to go for the int guys. So yeah, LR Brawley, no, just you guys know the story on that already. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments below, though, what you're going to be going for. You're going to go for tech. You're going to go for intel when it comes out. Again, intel will probably be coming out either after LR Brawley banner's gone, because everything disappears this week. Everything disappears this week, except for the tech is next week. On the 1st of June. So I'm not sure when it comes out. It's either going to be when Tech leaves or when LR Brawley leaves. That would be my guess at least. But yeah, nonetheless, let me know in the comments below what you're going to be going for, what you think the extreme tech or the super physical will be. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you happen to be new. It does always help, as always. And until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.